Set to public. And there we go. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Carol, December, Theodore, and Maeve. Hello. So yeah, these. Yeah, I can see why you weren't going to use these sleeves for that. Okay. So in a second, I will also get this shared to the Artisans, SEA Artisans page, and the virtual event page. First, inspiration. That's black clay, black one. Turn pages. There we go. Got the first shape for the day. And the virtual event page has tagged. I just have to go through and do it. You want to add this to your timeline? Yes, in just a second there. Facebook. Yeah, Arthur and Stephen and Catherine, and scrolled off the bottom of the screen. Where's the cursor? There's the cursor. And James. Hello.
Good morning, afternoon, something like that.
Not quite afternoon.
Noonish.
Noonish. Good noonish. Yes.
Good midday. Yes.
Okay, so the first piece we have will be something that will show a little more complexity. It's one of those hooded concave-sided Italian pieces.
Okay.
About 12 ounce in size.
Uptor.
Hello. And yes, we're all dressed up because it's SEA where you're at costume day.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, I haven't heated the water yet. I'm so sorry.
It's kind of cold here.
We turned on the heater out
It's
here.
now up to 55.
Yeah, it started off being about 43 when I turned the heater on.
Yeah.
Ha. Oh, good. Someone's virtual event has shared it already, so I don't have to. Thank you. Now I just have to go to the. There we go. SEA virtual classroom page. That's where I need to go to next.
Yeah.
No. New activities.
First, I'm going to start with try to get it all centered.
There we go.
For people who haven't watched me do this before. As you sit, you have to brace your arms because you want the clay to move, not your hands. And get it all nice.
And where's the post button? There. There we go. Now we have Missy, Madison, and Will watching. Hello.
How can you tell when it's centered? Well, if it doesn't look like it's moving, it's centered. See, if I do this,
Not center.
not centered. So I go like this.
And I'm heating up your water.
That's it. That water's really cold.
Yeah.
You know, kind of refrigerator temperature.
You have clay on the edge of your hat at this point.
Not
Not much, but it's like
I wear this hat all the time out here though, because it's comfy.
Well, heat water. Heat. Some more garb that we would not be upset if we got clay on. One of the reasons why we're using the light color clay today. Well, mostly using white colored clay. I'm also getting things off that step. We trimmed it from the dark colored clay. And this stuff here will turn black after it's fired. It's kind of chocolate colored right now. If anyone has any questions, just post. Where's my save? There it is.
Drawing a concave-sided beaker currently.
Yep.
But as we're throwing, everything is based on the cylinder. First I centered it, and now I'm making it into a nice, even-looking cylinder.
So you know everything starts off a soup can of some. It also starts off a soup can of some kind.
Yeah.
They have Tim and Hal and Victoria, Nicholas, and Brittany watching. Hello.
Salzar.
And if anyone likes different interfaces better, this same stream is going to both Twitch and YouTube all simultaneously. And if things are working correctly, comments that people post from any of the 3 streams should come up on the screen. If it's functioning today, there's been a couple of days where it hasn't because the internet has been kind of overloaded.
Good afternoon, Mel. How are you doing today?
Hello. What's up, Jake? You watching it? Hello. And I'll put this back. Ugh, this back's not long for the world. It has 3 visible cracks?
Yeah, I
Not
always like
4.
the ones that it, because you flex it to get the pieces to pop off.
And you eventually end up with these lovely radial cracks from flexing it.
Okay.
This one will probably be able to be used a couple more times before it finally goes crunch and stops being a valid back.
Let's see. Here we go.
Water's starting to make noise. Yes. World tea kettles go to die. This electric tea kettle is not used for making tea. Not anymore. It makes hot water for throwing.
Yeah, it gets cold.
Hello, lovely ladies. Love you, and hello again. Love your garb. Thank you.
Thank you.
The joys of warm water.
Yeah, because those ones are only big enough to see over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet you that is absolutely minuscule on the screen.
Yeah, I can see there's something there.
Nope. And things like plates like this will obviously take a lot longer to dry. As you can see, this one, let's see if I can get it. You can see a lack. Generally, when they're dry enough to start letting go, you'll start seeing a little crazing line right at the base where the bat and the piece meet. This one is only just starting that. You go long. So at the moment, I'm clearing space on the shelf for the things being thrown today. Yeah, that plate's not going to come off either. The things with the highest failure rate before they're thrown, after they're thrown and before they're fully dry, is
it
black
warm
plate.
inside the shop today? No, well,
Yeah, we've had the heater going for about an hour prior to coming out here.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't wear anything that's too heavy.
No, because it get in the way of throwing.
Yeah. So yeah.
No.
Right down there is a small space heater.
Yep. Let's see. These things that I'm taking off the shelf right now were thrown 2 days ago?
Yeah.
But yesterday we were focusing on getting things drawn on and into the kiln.
And painted.
Yeah, largely just painted. I was busy with the kiln.
You were busy with doing kiln. That's why there's 2 of us.
Yes. The fact that there's 2 of us means we can get about 3 times as much done. Because, like when she's, nope, you're not letting go either. Fine, you go long. Like the fact that she's throwing right now, and pieces that she's throwing, I'm then taking away from her. I'm getting her fresh pieces of clay. I'm looking for the order sheet so I can see what size and shape we need next. Because that
Actually, I could probably be
Uh,
a little bit taller because those walls are still a little on the thick side.
concave sided footed Italian-y shape, it's going to have a fairy on the bottom. If only the kiln could be used for a heater for the shop. The kiln acts as a heater for the other half of the shop.
Which is the garage.
Yes. It's lovely and warm out there right now. It's probably close to 70 degrees. I opened the door to go out and get the apron, and I was like, oh yeah, warmth. Next piece. How big does the next piece need to be?
But this is just like largely just an enclosed patio.
Yeah. There is no innate heat source to this room.
It is outside.
Yes.
It has
Air barriers.
yeah.
Doesn't really
Which
have
is fine.
temperature barriers.
I love it because it's
go-
got light.
Yeah, you have like 270-degree view.
Yeah.
Oh, Willow's watching. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I have thought about on occasion how lovely it'd be if we could pump the heat like from the kiln under the house or something.
No.
Mind you, the house in this floor, the floor in this house, really good insulation.
Yeah. Floor's never cold. Of course, most
Will
of it's
laughs. Hello, Dawn.
go.
Next piece. How big does it need to be? I moved the sheet. Okay, 10 to 14 ounce S-sided cup. It's going to have octopus on the outside and a squashed berry on the bottom. Can you tell what the new favorite trend is? Yep. It's also the reason why all these things up here have been so nicely covered.
We suffer for art. LOL. Okay.
Yeah.
Off to painting. You've inspired me.
Well,
Thank you. I'm glad I inspired you. Post more pictures of your painting.
Stream more painting. We won't be able to see it live, but we watch it later.
Because when I did see it, it looked kind of interesting.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put the blackboard pieces from the other day over on the table and perhaps also on the shelf.
Yeah.
Because I didn't want them to dry too much the other day.
Yeah.
And it got up to 85% humidity. So yeah. Probably when we head in after this stream, I'll get the dehumidifier going. It should empty the water out of the dehumidifier.
Put it into the
Yes.
water.
We have not gotten water from the faucet for use in the studio since January. It only ran for like 4 or 5 hours yesterday.
Yeah.
It's like a quarter to there.
Kelly Frazier.
See y'all later.
Hello.
Bye. Bye to Will there.
Yeah. See you later.
Hello, Kelly. Next piece. I need to do the next piece.
And this one is
S-sided.
S-ing.
S-sided cup. It's gonna have an octopus on it.
Okay.
It needs to be a 10 to 14 ounce.
If anybody has questions, just
Let us know.
let us know. Do my best to answer the questions.
Yes, trying to keep one eye for the screen there.
Oh, looks like there might be more up there.
Okay. No new ones. It's got about a 1 to 2 minute delay between it coming up in the Facebook feed and it coming up on the screen. Okay. Getting the next pieces. Actually getting kind of a nice, just going through the stack of orders, getting a nice cross section of shapes. Because you've done a refined Italian S-sided cup. Now you're doing the beakery shape. Now you're doing the S-sided cup. Call it the S-sided because, well, it does have that S-shaped profile to it. Andrea and Matt, hello. Next, after that will be a small plate and a bowl. Those itches.
Yeah.
Pretty much the only thing we're really lacking out here is a sink.
It's not really a room though.
No, it's not really a room. It doesn't have plumbing.
No, it doesn't.
So there we go. Both those guys get berries to go together. So we need a small plate, and it's going to have the customized script pattern. They're about the same.
Okay.
Because it's a small plate and then a normal sized bowl. They're about the same.
And that one is.
That's a fun order.
Yeah.
Is a gifty for some. Very serious appearance.
Remember the translations.
Yes.
I don't remember exactly what it is. I remember going.
It basically, it's pretty darn similar to the Mythbusters motto of when in doubt lubricate.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's all serious looking from the top, unless you can know the translation. And with squash berries on the bottom.
Yes.
Of the bowls and the cup shapes, not with the plate shapes.
Not on the plate shape stuff.
Thing is, my hands are covered with light colored clay. I don't want to go handling the black pieces to try to get them off. Because I don't want to leave light colored fingerprints.
I know, the sponge, which.
Oh. It's the only problem with that type of sponge, isn't it?
They rehydrate really quickly. A lot of different things you can use as a sponge. Ones I use are more of the high-tech material because they last longer.
Yeah. Because you get years per sponge, not sponges per year.
Yeah. The round ones that you see, which are really common.
The cheap orange ones that are coupled to
they're
the dollar.
Yeah,
so just don't last
They
long.
don't last very long. I got these ones because that looks really neat. And well, they're pretty much all I'm using.
Sunny is watching. Hello. And if you have any questions, just write them in. And that could be included questions on how we do the streaming, what sort of equipment we use, what kind of software we use. Or questions about how hard the clay is on your hands.
Yeah. This actually is. It creates a fine.
Hello. Because the using clay several times a week, because this is what we do for a living, has changed the texture of your skin, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's very firm feeling. It's work hard in the hands, so very smooth. Because well,
They're constantly sanded.
yeah.
You don't have, doing some activities, they leave you with lumps of callus. Pottery doesn't end up with lumpy calluses.
No, not lumpy callus.
She has even coats of
I even have
callus.
callus right here
Because you
because
use
I
it
do this to
round the edge of pieces.
yeah.
Okay, so
And the more annoying thing is I have callus right here on my forearms.
I bet you that itches.
And I did. No.
Hello.
Thank you for joining the stream.
Okay, so next piece, normal shape bowl. Actually, I suppose it could be one of the more straight-sided ones because it's going to be more of the Middle Eastern look.
Yeah.
You probably
the clay is actually, in some regards, good for your skin.
Because you actually get rashes on your hands when you don't throw.
Yeah. When I grew up, I always had the rashes. I inherited that from my dad. But once I started doing this all the time, the rashes had gone away. It's kind of, oh, it's been over 10 years. I didn't have rashes on my hands anymore.
That window is not muted. There.
And his type thing is, oh, well, that's nice. Maybe I eventually wasn't in contact with anything that was allergic to. Yeah, right. After we moved last year, I went more than a month without throwing, and the rashes came back. So what the clay does is it draws the irritants and toxins out of your skin.
Soothes the histamine reaction.
Yeah.
She can't do antihistamines. So what are the differences between throwing bowls, throwing plates, and throwing vertical shapes like cups?
The cups, saw how I did it and made it kind of look like a hand shape. The plates, as you saw, plates were also still basically a cylinder, but they're wide, low cylinders. So make what looks like a pancake. And the bowls are kind of halfway in between. So if you notice, it's taller than the plate was, shorter than the cup. And what you really should do is open it up doing like this. So your hands
If you see her opening it with both thumbs like that, it's because her hands are very strong at this point.
And muscle memory.
Question. Are you slamming the new clay on the plate in order to secure it in place, or are you just tenderizing your clay?
Kind of tenderizing it, but also shaping it so it's quick.
I hand it to her in cube format. So,
because I do this.
What she's doing is knocking the corners off.
I'm rounding it off.
Some clay is really stiff out of the bag. It's not that it's firm or dry. It's that it's stiff.
And you do that, and
it
essentially
you're
tenderizing.
But yeah, that last slam is to get it to stick to the back.
Yeah.
And the back is the masonite disc that she's sticking the things to. David and James are watching. Hello. So that one will have the same sort of edge pattern.
Is it going to be? It's going to be on the outside or on the
inside. But probably want
you want it to go out
that.
Like that. Yeah.
So we've had questions as to whether we throw pieces for specific orders or whether we throw pieces and then match them to the orders, just random pieces. It really depends. Some things aren't as picky, like biking kitties. They go.
They want a 16
ounce mug. Just a generic shape. There's other patterns that they only fit on specific kinds of shapes. Or if we're throwing something with particular culture in mind, like this one here, more of the Middle Eastern Seljuk style things tend to have very straight sides, very angular, versus ones that are more modeled after kind of wood, which tend to be more rounded. And the Italian pieces, which were just a combination of everything else. Just thinking about the period, Middle Eastern piece, Italian. Oh yeah, that should work nicely. And plenty of surface area on the bottom for a fairy. Because that's another fairy piece. Whoop, I need to get you off my play.
No.
This piece goes into the sculpt folder. Off to the other side of the room. Next piece. 20 to 24 ounce mug. Mug? Yes, mug.
No.
So, big darn mug with squash fairy.
Okay.
And this one's going to have a dragon on the outside. So, probably about the 32 ounce
down here, and then just
32 ounces for the 24-ounce cup?
Yeah.
It's because we weigh the clay, so we know what size of chunk of clay of any particular color is used to make any particular size of piece. Because the different clays are also different densities. The black is a very dense clay. The black is very dense clay. You have to measure off heavier pieces for it to be the same volume of clay.
And it has a high shrinkage rate.
Versus porcelain, which also has a very high shrinkage rate.
But it's
a low density clay.
Yeah.
Well, being that porcelain is a primary clay, which means that it hasn't been eroded as much. The individual particle sizes are bigger.
Much larger.
Much larger.
Which is
probably the reason why it's a less dense clay body.
Yeah.
There's a lot of science and chemistry.
But all modern clay is
all formulated. Particularly once you get into things like mid-fire porcelains, because all the clays we use are formulated to be vitreous at 0.56. Okay, so that's the one on that piece.
Like that. And then when your thumbs meet will be the center. So you go down like that. I got it opened up now. Wash my hands off, rinse them, get more water, because the water is the lubricant. And then I put one hand on the inside, one hand on the outside, and you have your hands locked together. So they're working together, and you draw the walls up nice and even. And you just do that several times.
You progress, pulling it progressively further up.
Because what you want to do is do it slow and evenly. Because if you did it quickly, you could put your finger right through the wall. Your walls
rip it off.
The walls would get uneven.
Yeah, because you're all the finger grooves.
Yeah.
Anything else? No. The gel. And I have the next piece of clay. That one was kind of macro, and that one's the like 20 to 24 ounce mug. The next one's micro. It's 8 to 10 ounces.
Now as I got the cylinder in, I am starting to give it shape. If you want it to go out, you press more on the hand on the inside. If I want it to go in, I press more with the hand on the outside. You want to keep them so you're pressing it on the same part of the clay on both sides.
And so, I know, Renita, I know that it's pronounced two different ways.
Yeah.
No. Our apologies if we use the wrong pronunciation.
Yeah,
no
there's no spelling difference either.
No.
N-I-N-A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're very different pronunciations.
You either pronounce it with a long I or a long E.
Yeah.
Must be cultural dialect.
Yeah.
Thing. And sometimes I'll just come along and
when she does that right at the base of the cup, it's what's known as undercut.
give it a nice, smooth.
It makes getting it off the bat later easier. That looks like it'll be a big enough size piece, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Draw it up one more time.
That one gets a fairy, but the next one does not. So that one just goes here. Okay, so
wipe the Purdue off my hands, because otherwise it gets all slimy when I pick up the next piece.
and then it doesn't stick to the bat.
And that's not happy.
Okay, so your next piece there is an 8 to 10 ounce mug.
Yes, see, I'm making it a more even shape.
So you're roughly making it cylindrical.
Yeah.
And then slamming it down, and it's an instant volcano shape.
And stuff.
And you try to get it roughly center in the back to begin with.
Yeah, because it makes it easier. See, this one didn't See, if I just have my hands resting on them, how they're doing. But then I do
If
this
you notice, she is bracing it with her knees,
with my knees and the edge of the wheel.
which is easier to see when she has not got a dress on.
Yeah. But it was garbage.
Yes.
You're wearing her
Where can people clothing get?
Yes.
Because this would have been the weekend for at least two events, two major events on the West Coast. So there's people all over the place wearing their garb today.
Yeah.
As they would have if things had not been canceled.
Yeah. And it's kind of spread to the groups all over.
Which is cool. I'm so glad to see it. It's been like with the West Facebook group and everybody posting memories of what would have happened at this point of the day if the event had gone on.
Including a virtual merchant's room.
Yes.
Because they made a little joke last night, and then all of a sudden,
It
oh,
took off.
And it took off. Which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's heartening to see.
Yeah.
The whole thing with
Because a number of the merchants, it's what they do for a living.
the whole thing with the online role playing of the event happened because one of the heralds made a joke post.
Also,
Oh, this is awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
And if you have any questions, just let us know. We have a laundry list of orders that we've been throwing, going through and making all the different shapes. In which case, we've shown off bowls, plates, and a couple different shapes of cup.
Yeah.
Let's see. I should get the next piece underway here. Okay. So the one after the piece you're working on will be a 16 to 18 ounce mug. When we first started throwing full time for business, a 16 to 18 ounce vessel. At that point, we were throwing more of the cylinder shape, which this shape of mug is a lot easier to hold on to. That would take her about 40 ounces of clay.
Yeah, because we were keeping all sorts of data.
All sorts of data, because in part curiosity. Hey, and no, hello. But nowadays, that same 16 ounce vessel only takes 20, between 25 and 28, depending on how she's feeling, because it changes how efficient your muscles are moving the clay around.
And also how
friendly the clay is, yeah. Clay that is unfriendly, you go through more of it because more of it ends up in scrappy.
Yeah. It's just not.
And if you see us, sniffling or sneezing or coughing, it's because we have hay fever.
And everything's blooming right now.
Everything's
Oh, look
blooming.
at all those nice pollen bushes outside.
Yeah.
And the oaks are starting to bloom.
What?
And the oak.
Oh, yeah, the oak across.
I'm allergic to oak.
There's that lovely green belt of the hill cross.
It is very
It's
pretty.
gorgeous and full of oak trees.
Yeah, they keep coming to rip oaks.
At the moment in the backyard, what's blooming is the great hyacinth and the plum tree. And I think the pear tree is just starting to blossom. This one, I'm going to go put over with those black cups that don't get fairies. I don't want to accidentally put a fairy on something that doesn't need a fairy.
Yeah. And this one's another mug.
Yes.
Hey. And Catherine. And
Hello.
Noah.
Hello. I dropped a jar on my coffee mug and broke it. Oh! We'll need to replace it. Just let us know what you want.
You can message us
Yeah.
on Facebook.
And we'll get to your message once the stream's over.
Yeah.
The whole stream will probably run for, it's scheduled to be what, about an hour? because we're doing today's stream in combination with a schedule for the Summit's virtual event.
So
The
people
whole
could always
string of
leave.
classes.
It might be a little more than an hour, but
Yeah, it'll be batch of play length, which tends to be
about
hour 20 is
Yeah.
on average. And this particular bag of play is a little under.
okay.
Because the reason why it was up here is I brought it up to make candles. That's why it wasn't inside. And I'd actually added water to it like 3 or 4 days ago. Oh, candles. I need to check to see how many candles we have. And how many we'll be needing. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and then the 2 little bigger ones. I think we might be needing to make candles. So 1, 2, that is mug. That is also mug, so that's 3 right there. Probably be needing to make candles.
And see how this is a nice even cylinder right now. I'll get some sugar daylight with that. And now
Looks like that's
it will become milkshake.
aside that
So I'm
piece.
gonna push out from the bottom on the inside and start the shape, and then just very carefully go up the side.
The next one will also be that roundabout 16-ounce mug.
Lip to be too thick.
That's right there. Now I need
Not very
4
pleasant to
candles.
drink out of that way.
Yeah, you don't want that sharp edge in your mouth.
Or you don't want it too thick.
Yeah.
Unless you're certain people who break the rules.
We
We
have
won't mention who that is, though.
we've had people specifically request heavy rims on their cups because
You
Our thing
broke
is-
us 3 of them in a year.
not one of those would a thick rim have saved though.
No.
One of them was a phone was thrown on top of it, another one fell out of a car, another one fell out of a basket onto us.
Yeah,
So
we
next
just
door.
had bad luck, so just wanted a heavy duty one. That one lasted.
That one I think we did measure up to like 35 ounces. It was nearly back up to that 40-ounce measure. Motor mug.
It was also out of the really sturdy kind too.
Oh, that one was the black and white. So it made use of porcelain. White porcelain and black porcelain. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to make more candles.
With my volcano shape there, and then
If you notice how quickly she centers the clay, that is muscle memory and muscle development.
yeah.
She has actually significantly changed her chest measurements due to the throwing the clay.
Muscle developing in my back.
Yes. Well, it's the circumference of the upper body,
Yeah.
but she put on, what is it, 8 inches of muscle around the chest?
Yeah, which meant neck and fit.
Yeah.
Also meant wearing a bodice will give me bruises because of pectoral muscles.
Yeah, the dynamics are just all wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the one you're working on right now, we'll need in more than 12-ounce range of mug. And after the pieces are all thrown, the ones that get handles will have handles attached in, given the current humidity factor, 1 to 2 days,
Yeah.
because we're actually going to be working on reducing the humidity at the extreme. We cannot have the heater and the dehumidifier running at the same time.
Yes.
Because that
electrician who put in that circuit said,
Made
under
us
no
promise.
circumstances will we ever plug in two things at the same time in that outlet. And we never have.
Nope.
So there you go, Roya.
What I'm going to do is probably see it more in the large cam because I would actually be getting it for waves getting it there.
Yeah,
Because I
don't want that
pulling the handle. No.
One thing I'm farsighted, I don't like things close to my face.
Oh, this is going to be a long handle. I didn't mean it for it to be a long handle. We start off
Also,
with
it takes practice to pull handles, now doesn't it, Sarah?
yes. A few years ago, she was the one who did all the pulling of the handles. But I was doing a lot of pulling of the, I pulled the handles for the little cookie stamps. This is going to be enough handle material for two, isn't it?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Which case I'm going to take this stud at the top, pull that into more length. So it's going to be enough length for two anyways. There we go.
I also think it may have been the fact that I may have hurt my wrist.
You hurt your wrist, and
Which is
it was so much time was being taken up by both throwing and doing the pulling of the handles. It's like, would you like me to do some of it?
It wasn't healing quickly.
Yeah, and oh, I know what it was. It was the hand that held the clay up. You would pull the muscle in your arm. It was from the drive.
Oh,
The 10-hour detour.
The 10-hour detour.
Okay, so that's two handles there. There's three in the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4 mugs so far. I'll pull in the Vera length handle. Maybe not that. Oh yeah, I've gotten down to the point in the bag where there's the water in the bottom because this particular bag was on the dry side. In which case I added water to the clay bag. And every few hours while I was out here, and definitely at least once a day, I took the bag of clay and rotated it. And yes, we do recycle the clay bags, the ones that we don't end up reusing for the purpose of cleaning litter boxes. But with how excited the kitten was with us wearing skirts in the house, we were not about to have her out here with us today. I had a new set of scratches where she got under the skirt, and thankfully I've got pants on underneath. I still ended up with fresh products. See, I'm just squeezing lightly. Again, this isn't kind of a muscle memory thing.
It is.
If you squeeze
practice.
too hard, you break the cylinder off.
How'd you get so good at it? Practice. More than 40 years of practice.
I mean, come May, we will have been doing this for a business for 17 years.
Yeah.
And for 15 of those years, it's been full time.
Yeah.
This was another piece off that same So again, it made, this is going to be enough material for two handles. Which means I just lay it down in such a way that it looks like two handles. There we go. Itchy nose. Pollen. Meh.
Yeah.
It's reached the stage where I just want to scrub my nose off. Meh. I have clay all over my hands. I know, not as much as you.
Right? Hands?
Okay, so now I have handle material for 7.
I don't mind my hands covered in clay. I really cannot stand sticky things on my hands. Which is what's really funny. do any baking or anything.
It's stuff.
And it has to do with it's sticky.
Yeah. Well, especially if it's greasy sticky, like working with frosting.
Yeah.
Or just the uber sticky, it's just straight up sugariness.
Yeah. It's like did the birthday cake.
Oh yeah, the Angel Food birthday cake covered with homemade fondant.
Buttercream as a crumb coat.
Yeah, buttercream, lemon buttercream crumb coat with we add
flavored
key lime flavoring in the
that was
fondant.
last November. Isn't that? Yes.
Yes, you're right.
Early November.
There we go. That lump there, we need another 20. No, that is really a different order. It's like, wait, hand color? Yes. No, double checking the clay color.
Yeah.
We need another 24-ish.
No.
24-ish ounce mug. Another big darn mug. We're working our way down through this pile. Yay! That's the first half of the payment that goes with that one. Okay. Next. Okay.
Anybody has the
Another mug. If you want to do if order those two gift cups. I think we wanted to make one of them out of the stoneware and have it be that real elegant tall goblet shape. Not knowing who's watching, we don't want to give away the details of the thing. Give the orders. And for that, I think it's what, more 30-ish ounce. We're getting close to the end of the bag.
Okay.
And we're closing in on the end of the hour.
Okay. Pretty cool.
I had no idea how it was going to time out.
Yeah.
Well, I basically had to take a couple of chunks of clay out of this bag for handles. Yeah.
And no, I'm not that consistent as to which hand is on the inside or which hand is on the outside.
For everyone's information, yes, she is ambidextrous. There is no left-right differentiation for her. Lisa's watching.
Hello.
Yeah, so tomorrow's sunny for SCA Garb Day.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting to wear it at live events, so we're all wearing it at virtual events.
Yes. And have to wear things that are not
going to get in the way.
Yeah.
It's a bit of very much experimental archaeology. What clothing is appropriate to the activity? It's like people didn't wear velvets and cook.
Yeah.
I think the other one, the other half of that order, though, we wanted to do out of the black clay so that it would show up single well.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take
Another big
a clay-covered finger, and I'm going to make a mark on that order sheet as to which one we've done.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Because I still haven't remembered to bring out a writing implement after the kitten hid my pencil. And I didn't realize that there was only one out here. Oh, that one looks like it pulled up quickly.
Yeah.
Some pieces put up more of a fight than others.
Yeah.
And the sash that I was wearing just came untied. Luckily, I noticed it happened when I was sitting down, so it didn't fall into the clay on the floor. Clay happens. There. Yeah. We try to keep the clay in the house to a minimum because you don't want to breathe clay dust.
As people's respiratory systems are doing better now,
Yes.
well, it's one of the reasons why we have moved, is because there was so much clay buildup in the house, which is
And I mean,
Yeah,
a deep
was-
cleaning will get the clay back out of things
yeah,
to a point.
carpet things go down into the
And
patio.
you never get it out. I hate carpet.
Yeah.
Okay, so next piece is that'll be a goblet.
And
It had that
gobble,
real, the tall narrow goblet with the extreme is not the word I'm looking for. I've lost my words. The accentuated in and out.
Got a lot of eating out.
Lots of itties and outies, yes. That more early Italian shape.
Yeah.
I know that what we are basing that one off is that it's actually a series of pictures.
Yeah.
By that I mean, pouring water jugs with full spouts kind of pictures, not photographs or images.
Pictures, not pictures.
Pictures, not pictures. Okay, should I make a few more handles? At the moment, I think we have 3, 5, 6 cups. We only have 7 handles. Should I make a few more handles? We only have 1 spare.
Give me one more handle.
One more. Okay.
Are there any in the?
That's including the ones in there.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll make one more. Yeah.
Maybe.
The other reason why I started getting into it, I've really just continued with doing the handles, is better division of time.
Yeah.
Handles are something that I can work on making while she's throwing. Actually, this piece of clay is going to make 2 handles. Well, fine. We need some like little shorty mug handles anyways. It's a tall cylinder. And this will be a 1-part goblet construction.
Like or two, the 2-part.
Which,
a couple of weeks.
yeah, we can
For
have
the
this.
stream.
If you go to our YouTube channel, I haven't gone through and like labeled it other than what dates it is. They all have the same title from the live streams. But if folks like listening to basically us jabber on while working in the background, while they do something else, which is in fact what we do when we're doing drawing and painting. We put in videos and listen to them in the background. Occasionally, kind of sort of watch them. Our recent entertainment has been watching Time Team, which is a British show where they do three-day archaeological digs, and the host is the one who played Baldric on Blackadder. Apparently, that's what he did after Blackadder ended.
Yeah.
Because he went on to being
Afternoon.
Ashley Gardner. No. So when it comes to throwing them, are goblets one of the things that take you longer?
Yeah, 'cause you have to get the base cylinder done.
And you have
It
that
needs to be
here,
taller.
and you have that inherent point of delicacy where it pinches in.
Yeah, 'cause now I'm gonna have this.
And this is how she gets that beating on the foot. It's her fingers.
My fingers.
I noticed that a lot of the cylinders, when you're doing cups, they start out the same dimensions, the same diameter. Is that a factor of the size of your hands?
Could be. Could just be muscle memory, and I'm not really putting a lot of thought into the shape too. Which could have something to do with the size of my hands.
Yeah.
And it also has something to do with clay too.
Yeah. That's something that particularly watching things on the screen, which gives it a point of one remove while I'm watching you, is to realize that, oh, they all tend to be roughly the same diameter, just looking at where they line up with the text on the top of the screen. They're always the same, they're all very similar number of letters wide.
Interesting.
Okay. I think that we've got
And there we go. And it's a tall. Any outie that's
here. Do you want to throw a spare mug?
yeah, and I can throw a spare.
Yeah. Let's see, how much clay is left here? Ah, Jeffrey Balestrom. Hello. This is 42 ounces. This is too big for a mug.
Yeah.
This is not a mug size. Let me trim this down. 28 ounces. That's a lot more like it. That is a mug size piece. And this last piece here, 12 ounces. Do you want me to make this more handled? Or do you want to throw this?
I can just throw it.
Okay. The last piece, rando, 12 ounces. But yeah, when we're referring to ounces, it's either we're talking about the weight of the piece of clay. Oh, it let go. Damn it.
Off center.
And then there's the ornery piece. And now she's got to make it.
No,
The bat is all wet. A piece with a wet bat won't stick. It just stinks.
and stop. It wasn't so lopsided in its. Okay.
And that little pile of goop that is collecting right through there next to her sponge. Mind you, it's a great ad for your mud tool sponge right now. You can actually make out the word on the side.
Huh, I should get it off.
Get endorsements.
Endorsements. Yeah.
Hey, even if they just sent you free sponges.
That would be good.
Yeah. I'll have to check into see how much of a social media presence Mud Tools has.
Yeah.
Because they're actually a very good brand.
I like their tools. I have enough of them at this point.
And they don't wear out.
No, they're great. I love the sponges.
I suppose that's a reason to send more business their way. Their tools don't wear out.
Oh, no.
As a result, we don't purchase them all that often.
It wasn't until after we had all the varieties of sponges and enough of each variety.
Because that's another thing. You have a you never get 100% of the
No,
different
because then
color
it
play
gets
out.
the different color to kind of level your colors then.
Yeah. They end up with streaks on the colors. It's just meh.
Yeah.
It's the same reason why she has 3 different buckets when it comes to the clay, which you can see up in the corner shot there. And she's got
White, red, and brown.
yes. And then there's the muck bucket.
Where's the
The muck bucket is the clay pieces that have failed either in drying,
stuff that gets down
the,
into the
the stuff that collects and therefore has to be scraped out of the wheel head, which you can see down there. It's that lunar landscape down below the spinning disc, which we recently scraped some out of, but we didn't. We weren't
because
over
it's
thorough.
colored.
It's because there was like a dam. There's lots of standing, I guess you'd call it water,
Yeah.
slip. At the bottom of the wheel pan there is a drain, and the drain goes into a bucket, which is currently an old baking soda plastic jar. There's one
One of
that's
the large ones.
yeah, one of those
Like
yeah,
cash and carry out.
the 5 pound, 3 pound. No, 5 pound. It was a 5 pound baking soda container. Yeah, we shop a lot at restaurant supply because
I don't
They
like
don't-
grocery shop.
yeah, neither of us like to go.
And we used to live on the coast where there aren't as many stores. So we can go shopping as often.
No, which is a habit that is standing us in good stead now.
Okay.
There.
Voila.
And since we have a bunch of, as it were, regular mugs right now, I will just put a fairy on the bottom of that one.
Yeah.
The popular new concept of these squash fairies in the bottom of the mugs. Less piece.
Yay.
And it looks like we'll be really close to ending on time too.
I know. It's kind of
Because over on the summit's virtual event, there's a whole schedule of events. I think there was another class stream immediately following this one. I have to admit to not looking past the early versions of the schedule.
Yeah.
But I do
And
believe
there's
that
a lot of other people that are doing it on this new virtual classroom.
virtual classroom and artisan display.
Yeah.
Lots of cool stuff going on over there.
Yeah.
Hello. Oh, so Scott's watching. Hello.
Oh.
But I'm judging on that from the fact that it appeared as a heart and a notification on the side.
I don't know how.
I think what it is there might be it's not listing the people watching that are not watching directly on the original list, the ones that are on the shares. Might be it. Not entirely sure how it works.
Yeah.
Because it's on the Reannag Teine friend page, but it's also being shared onto the artisan, the SE artisan and classroom
And
page.
the virtual
And-
row.
And we get to share everything? Yeah, because you were sharing things over here as well as what I was doing over there.
Yeah, I said we're going to be doing that.
Oh, and via Discord, I
And
shared the
via
link. It's getting
all the social media.
all the social medias, yes. Because there's no one true central place, which case
And
you've got
everybody has their own.
they have their favorite channels, as it were.
Yeah.
We don't want to discriminate about who's watching on what channel, or you've got to go over here to watch it. It's like, no, everybody. It's also the reason why, in addition to being up here on Facebook, you can see the entire history, archive, what have you, of our live streams over on
Watch.
YouTube.
Watch how
Watch
they've progressed in quality.
Oh God, yes, you brought up one of the early ones the other day. Oh, the sound quality has gotten so much better. And that, in part, has to do with simply the machine that the webcams are hooked up to in the room that it's in.
Yeah.
Because it's the same
Some of those
equipment.
ones we also used a couple of times too.
I was talking about ones that we actually used the same setup, different machine. Because once we moved, we had to get a machine specifically for the workshop and streaming.
Which did not make me that good.
No, that was an ouch. But we could no longer use my desktop machine, which had before we moved shared a office.
Yeah, 8 by 9 foot room.
It was an 8 by 9 foot room that had a full, graphic artist computer setup and her wheel and a drying rack. There was very little walking space in that room.
With clay dust this way.
And this is also how we know that clay dust does not hurt keyboards or the inner workings of computers.
Okay, well,
That is it for today. Thank you everybody for watching.
bye-bye.
Bye.